Welcome back to Shib Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Today, we're quite literally going to talk about a hot topic, and that topic is burning. Now, as you know, Satoshi recently released details of on phase 2, and part of those details included the topic of burning. Now, I believe this was a direct response to mass cries out from the community about burning. So I decided to make a highly requested video concerning burning. So I'm just going to try and talk mostly about what Satoshi has revealed about burning. Now, as usual, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Consider my videos as information and entertainment purposes only. All right, let's just quickly go to see. This is part towards the end of the phase 2 announcement. So Satoshi brings this point up. He says, best of all, the team is investigating ways to implement SHIB burns into the system to change the attributes of your purchased NFT. Now, basically, this is a mechanism which the developers are working on in which to introduce burns into the Shiba Inu ecosystem based on NFTs. So we're going to be discussing what that is potentially going to look like based on a lot of what Satoshi has said. So even though most of you do not need an introduction to burning, we'll just give you one anyway. So exactly what is burning? Okay, it says, in the world of cryptocurrency, burning a token, it means purposefully to take that token out of circulation, often by sending it to a cryptocurrency wallet which no one has access. By burning large amounts of cryptocurrency tokens, um, it can have the effect of increasing the scarcity of that token. And I'll find another definition from CoinMarketCap that it says here, how do crypto coins get burnt? It says, cryptocurrency tokens are burnt when they are permanently removed from circulation, supply, on purpose, as opposed to assets which are lost by accidents, like being unintentionally sent to a wallet address with no owner via the loss of access to the wallet where they're stored. So if I go into that, it carries on to say that token burning is usually performed by the development team behind a particular cryptocurrency asset. It can be done in several ways, most commonly by sending the coins to a so-called Ether address. Its current balance is publicly visible on the blockchain, but its access to its contents is unavailable to anyone. So this Ether address, this is the dead wallet. For those of you who already know, when Shiba Inu was minted, it had a supply of 1 quadrillion tokens, and half of those were burnt, particularly when they went to Vitalik Buterin. And then you can actually see that if you go to CoinMarketCap and you click on Etherscan, or if you click on holders, it shows you a list of the wallet's addresses with the highest balances. And then this one here, this is one of the burn addresses. So it even says here dead. It's a dead wallet. So pretty much sending your SHIBs into here is a way to put them out of circulation ultimately. So that's what burning is. Now let's quickly go to see what Satoshi carried on to say, because shortly after the release of that of the phase 2, he answered several questions specifically about burning on the Discord. So what I've done is I've just taken snippets of any comment which Satoshi responded to, particularly regarding the burn, and we're going to break it down. Okay, so one of the questions was, any plan for a burn so far? And Satoshi responded, read. I actually mentioned burn. This is in response to the phase 2 announcement, which he had just released. Okay, then another person asks, so that's about it for burns. And Satoshi responds, so with 10,000 NFTs and a simple ability to change the attributes, this burn could pay dividends over the long term. So basically, the Shiba Inu Dev team are creating 10,000 NFTs. I'll talk about those more towards the end. And anytime that people change the attributes on these NFTs, like to change a name and potentially graphic, whenever that happens in NFT world, fees are incurred. So they instead of fees, or in place of fees, there's going to be a SHIB burn mechanism put into these, and this is one of the responses of the dev team. Satoshi, or a person called Beluga, says, so why not implement a 2% burn of the supply with each transaction. And Satoshi responds, "You mean on ShibaNet? Great idea. But this medium was focused more on Shi because it has implications for large retailers and credit card batching. This is a great concept otherwise." So this suggests to me that um, definitely Satoshi is open. As you'll see in the later post, Satoshi and the Dev team are actually open to burning. It's just more about how they want to implement that. So he goes on to say, meaning I've thought of it and working with the team on this and other concepts. So they actually are actively working on ways to bring and implement burning into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. But the way that they're doing it is quite not what people expect, but it's actually quite brilliant if you when you dig deep into it. However, a burn for our NFTs of 10K will do more in the immediate term, but I guess people ignored that. So we're going to break down what he means by that a bit later. So a bit later, he responds to someone and he says, "SHIB is basically listed everywhere. We don't need more listings. We need more utility." And many believe a huge burn. Ryoshi has repeatedly told me no to a burn before he left, and though I don't agree, a burn through utility is one that I believe he would agree with. So what you can gather from there is, in the beginning, Satoshi was not in full agreement that there shouldn't be a burn. So he does see that there is value to there being a burn, but in following with Ryoshi's vision, they have found a way to be able um, to hold on to Ryoshi's vision. And whilst bringing utility, they're able to implement this. So it's kind of a best of both worlds, and it's quite good in the long term, as you'll see just now. So it says that's why the burn associated with our first NFT project is a big deal. And then towards the end, he goes on to say, Shiba will continue to be utilized worldwide with Shibarium and ShibaNet. Various applications will naturally reveal itself as we complete the tokens. Moreover, don't think I'm not listening. So that suggests to me that they are listening to the community, and some of their responses are indeed what they're bringing up. The first of which is the NFT project, which is going to have a burn function inside it. It says, "I'll bring this concern to the guardians of the SHIB galaxy," meaning the devs, and throw out many of the proposals which I've seen today and before about our burns and other methodologies to make SHIB pop. But for now, we have one on the table, and that is associated with our 10,000 NFTs. And he goes on to say it's a math equation. So what he explains here is pretty much what that burn is likely to look like. He says 10,000 NFTs. Let's say hypothetically, to change the name of your NFT like hash masks, it costs 1 million SHIB. And we have these NFTs for the next 10 years. As they gain value, like CryptoPunks, how much will be burnt in total? So what he's saying here, I'm not sure if you guys know what CryptoPunks and hash masks is, but basically, CryptoPunks are NFTs. They're actually a set of 10,000 NFTs on Ethereum, and they're really high value. Let me see if we can find something. I think I found. Okay, here. What are CryptoPunks? CryptoPunks are 10,000 collectible characters on the Ethereum blockchain, and this is a list of the punks for sale. So you see that idea of 10,000 set of NFTs it's not foreign to the Ethereum blockchain. This is what I found, which was interesting. I did not know this until I looked it up, but it's actually small, like digital artwork, which can be purchased. But what you don't know is the value of these is ridiculous. So this is actually in ascending order. Their current value at the moment starts at 82,000 for one NFT. This is just a platform, a very simple platform where you can actually connect your wallet, and if you've got a spare 82 grand, you can go ahead and buy some of these NFTs. So I'm just going to scroll down randomly because there's literally 10,000 of them, and maybe look. And since they're ascending in value, I'll just jump on this one here. It's about 249,000. And if you have a look at that, it actually shows you the wallet addresses and the history of these of the purchases. This one, it looks like it was first purchased and it bid for $16, and a lot of bids, and it was first sold for $24,000. And long story short, the last time it was sold for it looks like here 50,000, and the most recent bid for it is $264,000. So that's the kind of I guess that's the world we live in now. Hey, there's this type of digital artwork being sold. So what is hash masks? It's important to know what hash masks is to understand what he meant by burning. So I tried to find out what hash marks was. It's a similar thing. It says hash masks is a digital it's a living digital art collectible created by over 70 artists globally. It's a collection of 16,000 unique digital portraits. By holding the artwork, you accumulate NCT token on a daily basis, which allows you to choose a name for your portrait on the Ethereum blockchain. So basically, when you own this piece of digital art, you're able to change its attributes like the name, and you probably can even add to bits, add to bits on it. And every time that happens, it costs a fee. And clearly, there's a big market for it, like a really big market for it. And that's kind of the space which Shiba Inu is going to be entering. If you know, um, these are the 10,000 NFTs which are going to be in the Shiba domain, if you read it. So this is just a handful of them, and it'll be quite interesting to see like what these will be valued at over the years. So he goes on to say, so let's try and find out exactly what that might mean here. He says if it costs 1 million SHIB to for every NFT transaction. So if I say 10,000 NFTs multiplied by, at the very least, 1 million SHIB, that's 10 million. But and it's likely that anyone who holds an NFT will probably go through at least, maybe, I don't know, let's just say five transactions in a year. Let's say going to change the name a couple of times, and they might and if they try and change the price as well in order to to change its attributes on the market, that might cost something. So I'm going to multiply that by 5. So in a year, that's about 50 billion SHIB. But the thing is, these NFTs, if I understand it correctly, they increase in value over time. So if that's just in one year, as they increase in value, I assume that 1 million SHIB cost is most probably going to proportionately increase, and that ultimately is going to affect the burn rate. So what does that possibly look like? So I don't know, maybe let's just say that might be, I don't know, 25 over a few years, maybe 25% might be burnt. And yeah, that's pretty much. Okay, let me try and show you my ideal burn scenario. Let's just say, like as you know, the only way to affect the price of any cryptocurrency is either by increasing the market cap or reducing the circulating supply. For me personally, for burns to be somewhat effective, it'll be good if our market cap was a lot higher. So I'm just going to add a couple of zeros. If let's say the market cap was 247,000, and then we burnt that to, let's say, 50%. Let's just say we burn that 50%. That would take us to 1/10 of a penny, however that happens. And my $1,000 at that point would be worth half a million. And actually, that's why a lot of people hold 1 billion SHIB, because a lot of people are holding out for 1/10 of a penny. So that's even like my target is personally half a billion. But anyway, So the issue with burning though is once we reach this, especially if we do a burn at once, the immediate positive thing is the price will suddenly go up, but then the advantage of that is almost immediately offset by what will happen afterwards. Because as soon as if we do an instant burn, that's going to cause an almost an instant sell-off, and that's going to dramatically lower reduce the overall value. If you remember what happened when Shiba Swap launched, remember there was almost 2 billion was put onto the Shiba Swap system within 24 hours. Now, can you imagine if everyone suddenly, like if there was a burn which was implemented, a 50% one, all of a sudden. So that's one of the reasons why Saitoshi's method is good, because via doing it via the NFTs and also via ShibaNet, as transactions happen, that will cause a gradual burning effect. Over time, um, you know, it'll be like a gradual burning effect, and hopefully as the value begins to go into the ecosystem, those things can happen at the same time as value is coming into the Shiba Inu ecosystem, in terms of with Shiba Swap, and the gains which we're going to gain from Shibarium and all those phase 2 and phase 3 initiatives. If those things happen at the same time, we might see, in fact, we'll almost definitely see a faster increase in price. And this is just in the long term, in my view. And that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about on burning. And it'll be interesting to see how things are going to turn out. So thanks guys for watching. I've got another video I've got prepared a little bit later. I just wanted to touch on burning because a lot of people have been asking about it. So thank you for watching, y'all. Peace.